love, you know. It's our love from I and I to everyone. Got 12, but we got 12, yeah. There's no need to cry, yeah. Got 12, but we got 12, yeah. Gotta live that love. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get hooked up on what you see, cause the greatest thing is spirituality. Share that love, come on. Gotta share that love, come on. Gotta share that hope, come on. Gotta share that dreams. Hey.
What up? Namaste and Lakesh, my family. I am here on top of Thunder Mountain here in Sedona. Thunder Mountain is the largest vortex and highest point in Sedona. And I'm actually standing on top of these golden stones on top of this mountain, Thunder Mountain. It's like two energetic prongs that come off the top. When I'm done, I'm up here just chilling. When I'm done, I'll show you guys. But the stones just on the very top are gold, which are tight. Amazing, I should say. I wanted to talk briefly about some of the downloads and things I've been processing recently, especially since Chichen Itza. My visual clarity in my surroundings, energetically, spiritually, and for the most part, how the circuitry works energetically around me. I'm seeing more of the function of how the consciousness travels. I'm seeing more of the function of how the doorways work, the portals work, your soul stream works, your higher self's access points, your hyperbaric chambers, if you will, where your higher selves kick it. Let me explain a little. This is what I mean by that. What I've recently discovered, and especially working with Linka and some other members on the Karmic Council, is I'm beginning to understand the foundational structure of how this game or this experience was set up. In doing so, I'm finding the most efficient way through. I feel that is necessary right now and pertinent in acceleration, not only in my own individual consciousness, but to aid my brothers and sisters.
Hello, my family. My name is Lenka, Cosmic Tiger, and I work for, with, and in the Karmic Council of this facility. And let me explain you that every facility, like this planet, or experimental laboratory, or existential experience, in its different planets, there is a different Karmic councils that apply different rules. So I co-work with the Karmic Council of this facility in this sector of the galaxy, in this part of the universe. Okay? So it's just this part. And why I want to talk about karma? Because define karma as the result of all your action in all your life. Everything that you did in the past, positive or negative, is your karma. You can have positive karma for the action that were positive in your past, or negative karma for the action that were with a negative intent. So everybody have lived a long time in this facility. We have been incarnating a lot, and in all this incarnation we have been accumulating karma. So if you feel like you are a multidimensional being that want to travel around the universe and be out of this place and be out of this density, let me explain you that you're not going anywhere until you pay your karmic debts. So until your karmic account go to zero, you're not leaving this planet. So for all the souls that want to be free of this density, please pay attention to your karma and pay it as fast as you can. It's not like I will pay some part of my karma in this incarnation, another part of the karma in another incarnation. Pay all your karma as fast as you can. For my own experience, I pay karma for cycles. Like first I focus in the last cycle of 2000 years after Jesus. So I pay all that karma. I focus in that cycle of my karma experience. I download my Akashic records and I pay it. Then I focus in Egyptian cycle. And Egyptian's time is not like a few thousand years. It's more than the history it's writing. So I focus, like I will pay my karma from Egypt time. So for a lot of months, maybe this whole year, I have been paying my karma from Egypt times. And now I'm paying my karma from Atlantis and Lemurian times. So I'm pretty good. I have been doing my homework. I have been paying this karma, and I'm done with 2 cycles. I'm just having 2 cycles left. So I recommend for you that you have a conversation with your higher self saying, what is my karma account is going, actualize me. Tell me what can I do, what can I not, in which part of the timeline I'm stuck, etc., etc. And please pay attention to this, really, really, because, for example, part of your ability set, that you born in this incarnation with some ability set, it goes slowly. You know, why I cannot manifest my ability set, or why I'm not learning more about it, or why I don't even know what it is. The thing is, as soon as you get in your karmic records, like to that line, all your ability sets will start like going up or out, because karma push you down, like get your frequency low, and not just because a karmic bone attach you to all that beings. For example, if you kill somebody in a past life, you are attached to that person. So imagine that person is vibrating very low and you're still attaching to that person because you killed her or him. So it's all your frequency down. If you cut this karmic bone because you already pay it, you are done with that, you can rise your frequency and not be attached to that person. Anyway, for your ability set, I will tell a very, very good example, and it's based in my own experience. So last year, I was in Brazil, in a very amazing place, and for a long time, I was working in my karma, like what did I do in my past life, trying to download, or I don't know, seeing my family, you know, what karma I have with my sister, what karma I have with my mother, what karma I have with my father. And just for keep it clear, definition of family from the karmic council is a knot, a karmic knot. It's like you have so much karmic history with your fathers and brothers and cousins that you cannot imagine. That families are created, they put the stream together so you have the opportunity of paying your karma. For example, if I have a very bad situation with my dad in a past life, in this life he will be my dad for give me the opportunity of do good things now. So all the family is a big opportunity for you to pay your karma with that specific streams and souls. Okay? So I was working on that last year, and suddenly I realized that I did a lot of bad things. It's like I killed people in my past life, I raped women in my past life, I take whole countries in wars in past life, I participate in many, many wars. So that's a lot of karma. And I remember in this beautiful beach in Brazil, in this moment of reflection, and I said, you know what? It doesn't matter what I did in my past life, because I will pay everything. every single negative action that I manifest in my past life, I will manifest a good action now, here and now. So I don't want to know what bad things I do. What I want to know is what can I do now for pay everything. Like I will get to 0 in my karmic account. Whatever I did wrong, I will do it right now. And that's it. And in that night, in that moment that I was like, if I have to have a very awful life from now on because I will have to pay my karma, I will have a horrible life from now on just for paying it. It said, okay, fuck the parties, like whatever with social life, I will dedicate my life now to pay everything that I did before. And I called the creator. In that moment, I almost never call the creator. I was calling the angels or the cosmic beings or whatever, but that night was like, I need to talk with the creator. I have something to say, please hear me. And I promised him, hear the energy, the everything, that I will do whatever I have to do for manifest the highest intent. If, not if, it's like I said I will give my life in service, and the only thing that I ask back is like, okay, I will do, like give all my life to this, but what I want on exchange, what I want back for doing this is forgiveness and redemption. And that was my deal. It's like, I don't ask you nothing more than forgiveness and redemption. That was my pact, and that was the contract that I signed for it. I will pay my karma if you give me back forgiveness and redemption. The nice thing is that I sleep that night very good, and in the other day, the day after, I start hearing voices, like in my mind, like what? And suddenly I hear a tree start talking to me, and then the spirits, and well, I finally get my ears, multidimensional ears activated. So that's part of my ability set. Multidimensional ears, this chakra activation, so I can hear multidimensional beings, the spirit, Gaia, angels, etc. How I get my ears, I get them the day after I sign a contract saying that I will pay all my karma in this facility because I want redemption and forgiveness. I didn't ask superpowers, I didn't ask more abilities, I didn't ask firebending, I asked forgiveness and redemption. And that's the state, vibrational state of forgiveness and redemption that you need to reach for really wanted to pay all your karma. Because yes, you can say, okay, I will pay my karma so I can get away from this facility, go to another solar system. Or you can pay your karma because you really realize and you are aware of your action. You are conscious about it. And now that you are aware, you say, what? I did that? Oh my God. Please forgive me. Please give me the opportunity of redemption so I can manifest good actions here. And that's it, my channeling about karma. I hope it's helping for you guys, because karmic bonds, they are pushing you down. So release, 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 and ask forgiveness and for the opportunity of redemption. Namaste, Lagat.
Recently, in processing, I've begun to understand the different layers to the consciousness that flows through this planet. And I wanted to share with you some of the visuals of what I saw and how I translated that into my consciousness. Okay. If you'd like to think, what they did is my higher self in my stream brought me back into a much earlier period, probably around Egypt or before. Okay? And this is what I got from that download. Back in the day, the kingdoms. Okay, remember when things used to be kingdoms? Okay. I would like you to imagine each of these cities with domes over them. Okay? Energetic domes. So here's 3 cities in 3 different quadrants, each with a dome. Okay? I'm going to call these domes bubbles. Okay? Bubbles of variant consciousness. You can call them cultural, cultural differences, different tribes, races, whatever you would like to put in that description. What I took from it was, in each of these different bubbles of consciousness, what is necessary right now as the grid is being activated on the bottom, right? The middle is being worked on, and obviously the top, right? Sky bridges above and everything from the top down. But the most important factor right now is in the middle, in creating the bridges between these bubbles of consciousness. Okay. Another example of a bubble of consciousness is just like, compare, I don't want to be stereotypic, with some of these analogies, but imagine one bubble is Hawaii, let's just say. And in Hawaii, it's normal for 50% of the population to surf. Duh, you're in Hawaii, it's beautiful. Okay? And then you compare it to some place like Sweden, let's just say, where they ski and snowboard. Okay. The issue is that in both of these places, hey, you're both riding boards, but in different formats. One is on snow, one is in the ocean. Okay? The key is to see the similarities between the bubbles of consciousness, and us as light beings create the bridge. Okay? The bridge between the language barrier. I speak English and star language. A little bit of Spanish, a little bit of French. Parlez-vous français? Un peu? And as we begin to collectively break down some of these downloads, break down some of this consciousness, and process this, us as light beings, us blue beings, star seeds that are here, you are processing monsters. More consciousness, like Johnny 5, more input, more input, more input, more input. The more information you have to base your belief system and decisions around information, the more information, the better. Give me the chronicles of information, not, one book. What is this going to do for me? The universe is infinite. Information is infinite. So to understand that as light beings, to make those bridges between the bubbles. Energy flows from the planet, from sector to sector, quadrant to quadrant, pulse point to pulse point, vortex to vortex. I'm on Thunder Mountain right now. Lightning strikes right here, top of Thunder Mountain. And to understand that it's our responsibility, as we are the brothers and sisters of this planet, we are cohabitating with Gaia and Mother Earth, to take our own time and precedent to create those bridges between one another, remember one another, aid one another. I feel that this generation is going to drive it home. I don't feel that, I know that. Us indigos are going to drive this thing home and then knock it out of the park with the help of the crystals. Just like it's gone. Knock it out of the park. So that's what I want you to know. Everything right now in the media is trying to steer you away from what you should be focusing on, which is right in here. Focus on this. Focus on loving one another. Focus on advancing in your own individual evolution. Not this garbage. This is all illusion in this place. Okay? And I'm trying to show you through my walk on my path some of the things that I've discovered, that the most fruitful, beneficial things I've ever experienced take time. The instant gratification thing is garbage. Anything worth doing takes time. Developing yourself, developing your abilities, developing, who you are as a being, who you are as a person, who you are consciously, not just in this dimension, but above this place. Who are you really? Those type of things are worth developing. Those type of things are worth working on, and those type of things are eternal. Work on the things that are eternal. Everyone is born, everyone dies. Fantastic. What is the experience you learned in between those 2 points? Okay? And how can that experience not only affect and benefit you here now with your brothers and sisters, but for days to come and in the future. So we carry these lessons with us and understand that every day is an experience and every day is a gift, right? That's why they call it the present. And Kung Fu Panda! Skadoosh. Can't wait to skadoosh. Anyways, we're training every single day, getting my cardio on, and just want you to know that all of you guys are very, very loved, and we've got some new products coming your way. We've got some things we're working on for you, amazing things, and for you guys individually to understand that if you know that you're going into this dream sequence, or you keep having these negative loops, or you keep having these negative experiences, the faster you can address and at least understand where it's coming from, the faster it's dealt with. Okay? It's coming from here. It's coming from this. Addressing the situation is just as important as solving it. You first must understand where it's coming from. Okay? Once you can do that, then you can start backing away from whatever that is. And like I said, treat all beings equally with unconditional love, but use discernment, especially in the beginning. Okay? As you get more conscious and more aware, more of these little feelings, there is now for each feeling, 2 books full of information of what that could be. It's not just 1 or 2 things. Okay? And then dimensionally, when you're working with your higher selves, this is what I want to talk about. When you guys are doing your clear, I'm gonna make the video right after this, or right before this, I should say, or after, depends, maybe together, is how to clear. How do you do it in the shower, how you use water to transmute the negative frequencies. I want you to understand that when you're actually doing the align, what you're doing is you're calling all of your dimensional selves in their dimensional planes to your stream. 4, align, 4 walks over, attaches. 5, 6, 7, wherever side and duality they're coming from. And then to understand that I've been noticing more and more the use of these visual hyperbaric chamber type things where the consciousness works like a template. I'm going to go a little advanced for you guys because some of you guys have had vision quests and seen some of these things. I'm going to try to explain it for you as best as I can do right now. When you guys are in a vision quest and you're seeing all this stuff, right? When you see the walls of your reality that have the repetition of the faces, the repetition of the symbols, here's what I have recently understood. To think about that face or that being of consciousness as a zip file. That is the maximum amount of information your brain can process in that given moment to understand exactly what that is. I'm not talking about a higher self standing there. I'm talking about when you're actually seeing through the dimensions, you're actually trying to access something. Either through sacred geometry, you see the symbols on the walls, or you see a being standing there. Okay, the symbols, right? I would like you to understand it as a zip file. I think for modern day and age, everyone understands. What is that? What is a zip file? A zip file is a bunch of information zipped into a file. That file is then placed on the wall, and guess what? That information has a symbol. So to access this information, looking at that zip file, that's not the information. That's simply the symbol which you access, and here comes the information. Here comes the doorway. So I think some of you guys are advanced enough right now to understand that, but I think that's the easiest way to explain it. It's a zip file. The sacred geometry, accessing doors, some of these things that you see in dream time, especially when you're vision questing, the repetition of the symbols and all this jazz. Think about the walls as zip files which you can access. All right. Well, I think that's enough for today. Love you guys very much. Namaste and La Catch. Training very hard. We have a couple of future missions coming up, and all of you guys who want to come train with us, we have about another month and a half of free time, and then we're gone again. So if you were planning on doing that, you can visit Sedona Light Tours, contact us on Facebook, on the groups, and we love you guys very much. And keep an eye out for Etheric Tech and the new stuff from Galactic One. Peace.
It's our love, everyone. Got to help, but we got to help, yeah. There's no need to cry, yeah. Got to help, but we got to help, yeah. Gotta live that love. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get hooked up on what you see, cause the greatest thing is spirituality. Share that love, come on. Gotta share that love, come on. Gotta share that hope, come on. Gotta share that dreams.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.